Hello, Coco. It's Pastor Keith, and I think I did one of these in September. I can't remember now, but I just wanted to do a reflection for the end of October. It's been a kind of a busy month. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a couple other things, but it's Pride Month here on Oahu. I think we do it in October because the Big Island and Kauai and Maui all do it in June when the rest of the world seems to do it. And I think we just do it in October. It's National Coming Out Day on October 11th. And I think it's because we want all the tourists to come visit us after their Pride Month in June. So we do it in October, but that's me. I also want to say thank you to all of you who were part of the celebration of my 40th anniversary of my ordination. My father ordained me last Monday, 40 years ago, October 21st. And I have all sorts of paraphernalia to prove it, including, oh, look, this is me a long time ago. Somehow or another, everybody saved I don't know where all these came from, but I got a bunch of these from the Akron Beacon Journal that I was being ordained. And then I have a pile of bulletins. Who keeps bulletins from 40 years ago? But there's this handsome guy on the back. I don't know who he is. He's got a lot of facial hair and a lot of hair on top of his head, but I think that's me. And just to really prove that I got ordained, I have a stack of napkins from the reception that I don't remember who did this or how, not a clue, but I've got napkins for my ordination. I mean, who keeps napkins? And I did find this. It was not framed at the time, but I actually have something official, the certificate of ordination, and it was signed by the national president, David Preuss, and by the Rocky Mountain District President, Norm Wick, and Catherine Bearwald, the General Secretary. I remember her. So there's some legitimate proof, too. Let me just read this. This is the second lesson that was read at my ordination from 1 Corinthians 9:16 to 18. Paul says, if I proclaim the gospel, this gives me no ground for boasting. For an obligation is laid on me, and woe to me if I do not proclaim the gospel. For if I do this of my own will, I have a reward. But if not of my own will, I am trusted with a commission. What then is my reward? Just this, that in my proclamation I may make the gospel free of charge, so as not to make full use of my rights in the gospel. The gospel is free of charge. That's what I have been saying for 40 years and more. The gospel is God's unconditional love for us in Christ. And our response is simply to trust that. You are loved just as you are. I'm a gay man. I'm a Christian. A lot of people have trouble putting those two things together. Let me tell you, it's easy to do. I am loved just as I am, and so are you. And that is really hard to say, especially in a world where the Christian church, or the so-called Christian church, lays down so many conditions for you being justified in a right relationship with God, with yourself, with all of us, with the creation. So there I go. I'm going to preach again. I'll stop now. This coming Sunday is Reformation Sunday. We're also going to talk about Pride Sunday this Sunday. So I think it's time for a reformation of self-confidence, a reformation of pride, not arrogance, but liking myself, liking you, we being okay just as we are. That's a reformation we really need, especially in these challenging times. So I invite you to join us Sunday. I'll say it again on Friday. Hope to see you. Take care. God's blessings. Aloha.